Greetings, mortals. I am Nates, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 43, titled The Intense Battle Unfolds. Battle Unfolds? So we are getting already this? Well, I guess I would say the start of the epic battle, but whatever. I guess what they calls the book covers fancy when these titles. So yeah, anyways, we start with a drawing where we have Percival and Nazians and Donnie all look determined to get ready for a battle, though, and look at their facing their opponents. I'm guessing the next chapter might have the Dark Talismans facing seeing the Percival's gang because it seems fitting if you ask me, but we'll see. Oh, by the way, you know that thing that Donnie got from Percival at the beginning? You know that like where he has kind of like a bald spot? Yeah, that's still a thing apparently. I guess they haven't traveled enough for it to grow out. Or maybe that's something he consistently takes the ships as a reminder of their friendship with Percival or something. I don't know. So, anyways, we start this chapter off and we ended with the slash with everyone against that Elvin or something, whatever his name was. That's remember. As we have the Percival determined, as we see exactly what happened, it seems like Percival's hate was so strong that it actually pushed him back, which makes sense. As there, Percival getting down as Elvin manages to find his footing, as he's all serious now. And again, there seems to be Anne's ability active because as the way is currently positioned seems to have like a bit of that black smoke thing, which is odd because I'm pretty sure this angle isn't what Anne sees. But maybe it's just something else I'm forgetting. Who knows? So as we have Elvin or whatever his name was, be like, nice sneak attack. This ought to be a little fun, huh? The person be like, oh, I thought I hit him too. No, as if I'm no, Adoni be like, no dice at all. As he's like very worried. Which I guess they were expecting him to one shot him in this moment, which to be fair, I think it makes sense. As many of the music on one shot is probably the best. So yes, then we have seen be like, by a hair's breadth, he dodged most of it. I can see the skill difference. Which is, so I guess it's something like he was just too skilled for it to hit him directly. But yeah. So anyways, then we have Ellen be like, you thought you hit me, kid. I can read your moves so easily. You're an amateur who's barely touched us today. And this guy is the one with to be one of the prophesized knights? Come on! Wait, wasn't this guy in a meeting where they were saying the four horsemen were going to be like children or barely even that? I guess he wasn't aware of that part. Oh well. So to be him then, well, I guess he was uninformed. So they have him and be like, but I like that girl's strike. She actually hit me with one sting, which I guess is supposed to show a bit of a damage, which is again true. Right now he's going off of how much blade experience they have, and first of all, no blade experience or barely any blade experience, and should be the most experienced when it comes to blades. They will have him being like, and the kid in the hat's got a good hat, but he's too weak. So you're also saying, yes, you are all competent with a sword, but you're not strong enough to actually do any serious damage. And then we have him looking at Donnie. He's like, and also, that was a really nice combo. And I like notice that because he didn't cover her at all. So then we have Percival going a bit of a chippy way as Annie's like holding her cheek as he's like, oh, who cares? And how dare you hit a girl? That hurts, right, Nazians? As Nazians isn't like reacting to it at all, which is true. Like he has no damage at all on his face. I wonder if that's gonna come back into something. It's kind of funny how Annie's complaining about getting struck, yet she wants to be a holy knight. Like, Anne, you'll be finding horrible people as a holy knight. You're gonna get hit in the head. I mean, maybe you were armor, you'd be safe, but right now you're just gonna get hit. And then we have Donnie be like, no comment about me, huh? To be fair, Donnie, your strikes aren't really all that impressive, which is funny considering the fact he's probably like the one that has the closest to actual Holy Knight training. Maybe Anne does too, but I think it was more implied that she's, gets more of experience from the other stuff, but still. So is there a person be like, okay, maybe I'm a little, but I'm not a kid, which is again true. So now we have Elvin being this over the top comment, insane person like, you use decoys to split us apart, right? And pick this narrow branch to avoid a free for all brawl. And Nazak, look out! Is there if Elvin or what Elvin or whatever his name is jump in the air extremely high up? He's like, there seems to be like some kind of chemical liquid coming out of his body. As he's like, you just dug your graves. And he then like gets all of those like liquid stuff as he puts this and puts it down as he uses the spell called Epicurean Slaver. Cool name. As he sends it down on them as saying like, first of all, Nazians, coat all your weapons with magic. As in, the Elvis takes a note of the talking fox. As Percival's like, oh, okay. As then we have Percival coding his sword as well as Donnie's dagger. As Nazians also comes Anne's rapier as well as his knives. And all that rain comes on them. It's like, wow. And then we are all covered with this liquid stuff. And then we have the person be like, cough, cough, is this rain? And I was like, I bet it's his magic. As the person like, I'm soaking wet. Which is true. So as then anyways, we have first of all like taking a note of something. As he looks behind him, he's like, huh? And then and then we see it on the thing that Nonzians is standing in. It's gets cracks already. As there we have Elben or whatever his name is coming down to strike them. As he gets right in the middle of them with his blade down and cracks the vine they were standing on. And all this now, and this leads to all the entire vine like being cut, like kind of like just cut like you would cut a carrot or whatever you cut when you cook with a knife, which just all seems to rubble as it all seems to start falling down as they and be like so much force and all in one strike. No, that wasn't the so there. So I guess that's Nathan talking, and then we see a visual of the root falling, completely falling off. It's like, whoa! Well, at this rate, this whole tree is falling, and us with it. And then we have the horse being like, "Boss, look it!" And in her pals, is there something like, "Shut up and watch." Is that the reason why this horse is here? Is there not like, oh? As we see Don using his gravity magic to start hold everything in a vine to not fall apart. As if Elven be like, yes, very good. Now I can tell this is your floating magic. Floating? I thought it was gravity. Although I guess he never used it down, it just up. But also I feel like it will be probably revealed in the story that's actually gravity. So then anyways, Elven is walking towards Donnie as he, I guess, kind of bumps him into his chest. And he's like, eh. As they have Donnie be like, you. And he realizes something. I guess some kind of poison something. No, it's actually just an extremely damaged wound on his chest from the punch. As Donnie's even Donnie's like, what? And it's shocked because there's supposed to be a bump. So I was he like this hurt. Like I'm not saying he's like standard hurt. It's like it's starting to bleed a bit. As there we have Donnie's gravity or floating magic or whatever starting to kind of crumble. As in Elvin's like, don't let off on it now. Don't want to kill your pals, do you? As Donnie regains his control a bit, it's like, oh god, and it seems like Elvin is a bit like slowly punching him or doing the same thing he's done before, boops him into his chest. As Donnie even starts to bleed from his mouth, as they have the Percival like, stop that! As Percival goes down for the slice, as Elvin quickly dodges him, he's like, I told you I can read you like a book! And then Alvin seems to kick Percival with his knees into Percival's stomach. and would send them away, and that destroyed half of person's clothing, and also started to make them bleed a bit. And said, "Cough, cough, cough." And then simply like, "Get with it, Percy. Just use your damn magic and give everyone body flight." So I guess that person says like just kind of cheering. I'm telling them what to do. Like he's basically their boss right now, telling them what to do in a game or manager, or whatever. I don't follow sports, so I don't know what would be the right word for it. Or teacher, I don't know. So as we have Elvin, whatever that night is like, oh, I can't have that. Make this more fun for me. Which I'm not sure if he's referring to Sin's orders or if he's just talking about in general about Percival going on the ground. As they have announced its final notes in something. As they have Donnie, like I'm guessing at the floor, maybe Bally standing up. He's like, you okay, Percival? Heal, heal, which are Percival's mini Percivals are doing. And Percival's like, this is no big deal at all. As they're all bloody. As there we have, wait, did Alan not just allow Elven, this magic knight, to just punch the two while they were bleeding? What the heck were you also doing? So as they have Elven, whatever his name be like, be certain and be fast. That's our leader's motto. But my motto is make it a good omen delight. Kya ha ha ha. Finally, some reference to his actual name, which I think something like gluttonous or something. So yeah. Although I feel like your leader's motto is actually more accurate than yours is and far more efficient. So anyways, then we have which this whole our leader's motto, be certain and be fast, might actually relate to the leader's magic or something. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a speedster or something. So I think we might be like, why are you so beat up with those little punches? As in, now it's like, it's like a degeneration spell. As in, that Elvin turns around and is like, yeah, haha, well said. It's called Wither. Stone, metal, wood, or flesh. One ball of magic and it all loses its strength and durability. Which is a bit of explain it. I was bringing it to be asses, but I guess it does make sense why they won't be then bleeding in pain. So after we have this elven guy, Magic Knight going towards nine and sets. I feel like he at this point realized like he's probably like outside of Percival, probably one of the more damages because he was able to figure out what his spell is. So now we have him be like, no, you want to try next? Let me wreck that pretty face of yours. As he hits Nazians, and then we have and be like, I'll stop in for you, Nazians, because she's more skilled than him. So when it comes to blocking, she has a better chance than he does. So you have Nazians be like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then we have the Elven being like, your power can't block my full force, and he keeps striking it. And then it gets even closer to Nazians, or gets into Nazian's blind spots, and he goes there for a punch in Nazian's face, which this time was actually a full force one, so there's gotta be even more effective. As in, and Donnie and person like Nazi. And then we have the Magic Knight's helmet as Nazian is trying to speak with. Well, I'm glad I had the chance to test this drug out in battle. As we see that hit that Magic Knight did just kind of got into Nathan's face, not really damage at all. It's kind of like if you just put your fist on your on your fist on your face, no, your fist on your face. So yeah, it's pretty much nothing. As then we have that's using Venom mixing Sonono's horn. Good thing I took some beforehand, as they have the Magic Knight be like, looks like oh, no, this is nonsense. Looks like one those great enchantments your strength and endurance. It's from a legendary beast, and that's more than enough to null your wither spell. As the magic guy's like, damn you all! I guess he was expecting there to be someone with such a convenient spell against him. As there if Naz anyways, when he goes there, he has nonsense like pulling something as a mist covers the magic, and I'd be like, whoa! As in the magic guy's like, is this mist? You think you can lose me on this narrow ground? So I guess the majority, not Elven, whatever, thinks that this mist is supposed to have him, like, I don't know, give Neves a chance to escape. As we see, like, Nazi is like kind of getting covered in mist. As then the Major is like, die! As he goes for a strike, but he immediately Nonsense is able to like kind of block it. Well, is able to use his daggers to cut through the sword as well as through Nevan's armor. What? Why? No. And then he's like, no. That what was that miss a whale spell too? How did you? I'm guessing this has something to do with Cerberus blood or something. So as they have not possible any poison nonsense sticks, he can make his own. Oh yeah, that's why he can do that. So I guess when that rain was coming down on them, he was just absorbing it, or he kind of like took it into his body. Maybe he licked it or something, and then he made another one. Nice to see that Percival remember that. So anyways, then we have an angry, pissed off Percival with one of her eyes shot, going, being in the air, going and cutting, falling down and cutting the Elven fully. As then we see a piece of his armor, as we see we see a bit of his face, like a good chunk of his face, as well as some of his arm being falling. As I was like, "God damn you!" As he falls down, and since like, well, one down, this is gonna be a long day. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised how old Elvin, whatever his name is, looks in here with his face reveal, because I thought he was like going to be like a bit younger, like a 20 something, which could, to be fair, could still be the case. Maybe he just looks older. But here he looks like a bit of an adult, honestly. So yeah, Elvin is defeated, or Elvin, whatever he is. Now, the reason why I think he is defeated and not just, it's supposed to be a trial or something, is because this is early in the story, and the only one that seems to have been acknowledged as immortality seems to be the chick. But yeah, so this seems like alright. So it seems like, and I don't think they're gonna be like bringing these guys back or something. And also, I feel like since Captain is supposed to be like this guy who can predict, who's a very intelligent fighter and all that, so I guess he would know when someone's defeated and who's not. So yeah, this is probably over for this fight. So it seems that my theory about these battles going in with the four talisman seems to be kind of true in a certain way. Like one member of Percival Party is gonna be central in defeating the dark talismans. Like they'll do the 90% of the work. So like I'm guessing this means that Donnie is gonna do something to defeat that giant, to help in the defeat of that giant, that muscular berserker barbarian looking guy. And then it's gonna like reveal how that chick's immortality works. I'm guessing the chick's probably also gonna be used to like hype up the boss, since I feel like he's probably gonna be the only real threat in these battles, unless it is gonna be an actual plot twist. But yeah, I'm guessing that it's gonna be probably a 2-chapter battles, or at least 1 chapter or something for each of these dark talismans, unless it is gonna be a change of plans or something. I don't know. I mean, as far as we know, it could be revealed that while they were fighting Elven, the other ones were going to show up. Show now, they were just waiting to see how this was gonna go, and yeah, it seems that this is the case. Although we could also just get like an update, some updates on the other 3, but yeah. Now, as to if this plan is actually gonna work, I can actually see this plan going through. I mean, Percival's healing and Nauseon's healing, as well as that if he gives them that Cerberus poison, it will also work. So I'm guessing that's what they're gonna do, and probably gonna get over some of their tricks. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the chapter. This is a pretty much just a fight chapter, so there's nothing really all that special to talk about. I guess the fight was pretty decent with it. But that's pretty much it. We'll see how how these fights go, and hopefully they're not gonna take too long, but we'll see. So anyways, these are my thoughts on the chapter. I hope you leave your thoughts in the chapter below, as well as leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.